Observe Her Majesty Lady Hunk. Now, in order to keep this review spoiler free, I will be showing gameplay from a mode not connected to the story, with a character not in the actual campaign mode fighting enemies one can encounter on the first level. Now then, I won't be showing any clips of the game and editing around because, like I said, I'm keeping this spoiler free, and of course I'm too lazy to do so. Sorry. But the truth is, most of this review is about raid mode, which is where you can see me currently playing, and which alone makes the game worth buying, though you do have to beat campaign mode to unlock all levels of it. Now then, this is not a bad game. It's a pretty good shooter, and you get to play as multiple characters, including the main character Jill, who happens to be my Resident Evil favorite, right behind Lady Hunt. The game does get annoying and slightly repetitive when stuck on a ship for the majority of it, and the load times between areas is long and boring, so be prepared to be staring at the spinning steering wheel of a ship for a while. There are a lot of cutscenes, which is never a complaint of mine, as I like games with a good story, but for those who just want to get to shooting things, you should be warned that there are quite a few cutscenes, though that's true for most Resident Evil games after 4. Not to say there isn't plenty of fighting to be done in the game, and a good variety of enemies to fight. As far as lasting power, the game was long for me, as I took about a week to beat it, playing a few hours every day, but based on how slowly I play games, I'll guess that it can be completed in under 7 hours. Also, as in almost all other modern Resident Evil games, once beaten the game can be replayed with all weapons previously attained, as well as alternate costumes unlocked through raid mode, which is my favorite part about Resident Evil, and what the remainder of the review will be on. Raid mode is the second feature of Revelations, where you can play as several unlockable characters with several unlockable costumes in small cutout areas of the main game, with a few given access to nearly the entire ship. Here there are 2 downloadable characters, including Lady Hunk, who I review in a separate video, and another unlockable character who, like Lady Hunk, is exclusive to raid mode and not a part of the story. In raid mode, the goal is to get from the starting point to the BSAA emblem at the end of the stage. Sometimes you may have to kill enemies in order to make it appear, and sometimes there may be multiple ways to reach the end of one stage. Here the enemies have health bars, unlike in story mode, and some have special attributes indicated by a symbol next to the health bar, such as a blue man running, which means they are smaller and faster than normal. The fun of raid mode is trying to unlock costumes by beating all stages, and perhaps trying to get S ranks. Though due to leveling up in raid mode, the highest character level being 50 by the way, getting S ranks becomes easier the longer you play, and if you want to get to level 50 you're going to be playing this for a while. The true challenge I find in raid mode are Trinity bonuses, which are acquired by beating a stage while fulfilling 3 criteria simultaneously, which are beating it without having taken any damage, having killed all enemies on the stage, and while being at a level lower than what is recommended for the stage, which takes away any advantage you may have when going for S rank. In conclusion, raid mode is good enough to be its own game and could have been more fun had some of the stages been unique to raid mode and not modeled off of the campaign, though there is a second Revelations game predicted to come out in 2015, so hopefully they'll have done that. I recommend getting Resident Evil Revelations if for no other reason than you get to play as Lady Hunk, because come on, if Hunk wasn't cool enough, now they gave him some sexy legs. And she better be in number 2.